I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up.
24 countries qualify to the 2025 AFCON tournament. Enya they are the Black Stars of Ghana, a bit me assign Akobi. Na Endra after Senije, ebeshe Ghana by 2-1. In Komobibre, and Abobaba, and I know say Ubia are feeling very disappointed with the national team, the performances ahodo as it stands now. In Komobibre, Abobaba, in the Boas Niti, Ewafidikesi so. Answer na Medimuchi Mobebrono, or ya for our platform we saw. Subscribe to channel no, post notification bell no, umiaswa now they are to all. Yina ye like a video we na ye share to other social media platforms so. Uko Facebook and TikToker I am Manuel TV Sports. Ladies and gentlemen, make sure you with exclusive sir Eboba. Nyami atuma wachina ewo Ghana Football Association omo premises a crucial meeting bibekoso among the ESCO members, which are executive council members no. One more question say discuss pressing issues pa. Now the theme of the pressing issues concerning Ghana football. ASA 1 Black Stars as 2025 AFCON tournament. Yentimian could be aside that your performances are hold crano and yadia ekoyi a very appalling. Secondly, unbehead changes in management and the technical team as it stands now. And then come on eboba aside the theme of the medical akane so or other stories and I say issues are me assign a discuss about Ghana football, Ghana Premier League, and the home Komobibria, Epa. Now we and I remember me take was so far and come so any meeting a bit me assign abaso about the changes in management and the technical team. Let me start with the technical team. Yen name say Endra Otuado after any game no post match national or the Kotu just say a yadia or no akasa coaching mono or bear mono 12 years and wait me assign Eddie 6 months and so there or the scout here. Kakum yet no kwakwenum. Yinti sign kumo we na memfa imunti mwaka and traso and female.
12 years of coaching, 12 years of coaching, and 6 months of scouting. Now I'll ask you, what am I? And during the scouting also I was coaching. I never stopped. What am I?
Well then I think you scouting is better than you coaching.
Okay, so
you are good at scouting than coaching.
Okay.
Because in coaching you are not good at all.
Okay.
Normally I don't do this. Say me display the me eka. I was screen so but there's a time memo wa share send me no. Now so wait me assign ase due to challenges be a menya our platform we soon na ya normally no. Menya me reading it out and I did images and I say videos edit so now wait me assign ase. Now the edikanya meka about say Omo set up 5-member committee womo edibe coach ediama Black Stars no. Omo the criteria ebaye. Criteria no mo de baye no ne de utoado aka no. E na magina so e de discuss points we nyina. First and foremost, almost say the head coach should be a proven winner in coaching top men's national teams or club football. I don't know the omo hu utoado mu say oye proven winner. Say we coach top men's national teams being say Black Stars or the qualify match boso me 2022 mo e dey call World Cup and I say club football being no coach say oye assistant coach Edin Terzic and I say time na owo Borussia Dortmund on you side no who say oye proven winner and no your first point into to me no and to me satisfaction to send your material master no enya dia me just have point ni to mu say ye fa utoado based on so on also be true just say coaching mo de okoye be 12 years ni na scouting mo and 6 months per and I say must hold the highest football license in the world with 15 years football experience and also we de yekote ono akasa nanum say ono akasa de 12 years in ekuta no and no kreguso a count brass at time ne kra no ka be reduce e wo ho. Third point on the buy say proven track record in team reconstruction, organization and development of young in talents. And that one I don't know say AB or call Dortmund or one use size that time Ellen Haaland Jude Bellingham when fan in 70 and almost say ban say entertain kwala e football ma Ghana has your kwala or ma bempa e football mu to bit me asan betete wom. Nti no I don't know the criteria based on interviewer omo interview no utimi prove no ho a omo timi take pay that point say this is a timer and also a yadia wetimi meet ya on the better point no. Last point, which is the fourth point, ASA proven disciplinarian, tactician with strong leadership skills. Being a disciplinarian, and only there to me no Utuado as Black Stars coach, you know, I'm okay with say oh yeah discipline because there are certain instances which me I should say even play be yes or on the bar with party issue, you know, or say indiscipline, passion any idea one call to the point say be a party say ni say but the points are or the battery say no person no approving home to Ghanaian say the entire one free party no no maybe say or no na brabo no say no no and of which one of the local coaches from Paul so me at the battery say or your tactical strategies or your disciplinarian but or your tactical strategies are were transcended to the field of play ama ye ho ana wo share formations how do I ball qualities ikuta ye no eno so no akoba ne senkra ewe ye ni so yetime hu e dey feel to ado ho ana these are the 4 points omo elaborate ye e kire say no mu eno be yi coach dey fi omo yi otoado dey fi nti first and foremost I'm very disappointed with the executive council members some kwatna say 85 member committee woman etimi appointee Utuado as Black Stars coach because these are people that make us almost a proven businessmen any academies were Ghana hanuma omo enimte and so some quarters even one person ever out ever chese Utuado against Angola you may say out 2025 AFCON tournament and very clear essentially official no HS when timi afa yanko bidia any on resign that time na kwadwa adamansa ono so quarters ya ultimi achusu Utuado no ayebia no when say ultimi mboa with criteria o mankasa set out qualification criteria na nti ni nyina so ade atumi ne de almost set up Utuado to fail and of which I'm very disappointed with star executive council members na Ghana Football Association omo leader Kurt Edwin Simon Okreku enso kan obi aside that yen hwe ne technical team na nkasa wo Fatau Dauda de do o Sudan and your coffee ba goalkeeping department no ba ye no yen hye da any improvement bia ko sise manaf no routine because all the goalkeepers are not from na eno no so ba no or build around that no na say changes bien ba ekosisi ehun se manaf ba ye too much is Ghana abono anko ye die but at least manaf prove better than other goalkeepers na inimum with the Black Stars. And to John Pencil ni Joseph Loman to me ne die anka Utuado ambe appointed Joseph Loman kaminim Joseph Loman our football abako Zambia until say or appointed no and I'm read the history about who Joseph Loman is and sana medicine no maybe I say with Joseph Loman John Pencil me akasa me ko interview John Pencil and on not say undo that standard a gradual process into finding that chronological football processor rising through the ranks of Ghana football coaching and as a world football coaching or no John Pencil into that level say obe coach the Black Stars yes of which later na be 2 weeks after me interview no and na Utuado appointing say the technical team no John Pencil so can be and na me busa me ho say so problem no Utuado nko na technical members na ka ho no say ne mpani for person ko scrutinize e mo be a problem say fa no omo ye the right people to be on the bench to support Utuado ana Utuado ana sign appointing omo but to me no omo ye the right people ana because Oko Chelsea, yehu Enzo Maresca, and then assistant coaches. Yomo ye, ujina touch lines, no master, no ba. Omo ni din komo. At the end, don't be kano. Yes, say assistant coach be at the debut obekasa gu main coach asun. But impact being at obekasa and at your respect gu nasun. Let me make you and I reflect say all the field of play. So yehu sa from ye assistant coaches no. I'm not against anyone. Yes, me po be asem, but say ye Ghana football ni ya. This is the time ye nyina ye betna say. Ni ahwe kwan ye befa so put out any pointer a bit me asamboa together na etimi find solution to it right from the top to the down and to the bottom no any bit me asamboa e ka say ye cover obi and ye shield obi na ya twa obi dia to many dia still na no se ni hu no saa and ye bit me asan ate no ni asan ehu e wo ho no. And secondly to the Ghana Football Association president. Now, to me, he is a leader of the Football Association, and of which he takes full responsibility of setting in your manoma ecoso and send a medical cannot. This humiliation, say Ghana, young Kupimo 2025 AFCON tournaments, should be a wake-up call to Ghana football as general. I bet me assign Abuayem, and there should be urgent structural changes right from the top to the down. Any bit me assign Abuayem from now. Leaders no take full responsibilities of the ometimi assign ya amboy football no any bit me assign apeja Ghana football no ede adum pempen so a esefata na ket eden semi no kreku ebe kasaye. And I was expecting more of say or be apologizing to Ghanaians say ono ankasa ne baye was supervising the West Black Stars period in terms of some football history. Into no say this is a time uncle here or apologize will take it to himself say we're failing as an FA president. But looking at in Simbi Okaye, my main kind some Okaye and Femam. Dedi Kanya Okaye or say from the highest heights of world football on the 29th of March 2022 to the lowest ebb of AFCON qualifying matches, my heart bleeds. Not just so fast as say you qualified on the 29th March 2022. ABC as at this time they call World Cup. Ye 5 countries I call World Cup. Na Ghana can be as at 2022. Now 2024. Ye 24 countries out of 54 countries in Africa. I stand to be corrected. Ghana yent mi ansan kan anko pimu bi ne de. Na chese ono akasa dwen ho na koma ade a ebilidi a ne sa. Nensemu nchemo osande to aso ne. Definitely this is not what we want or what we bargained for. Enye we ene yepe sene yade sede yade ba ye ne so no. Enye we ena na yerehwe. At this point, only cool heads can win, and we as leaders of our sports will stay together, be honest with ourselves, and fix the problem. Here comes my question. I say, as I say, ya appointee wom a umbejina mu fiti 2019 eba ya stand to be corrected. ABC this time around no. I feel no person be honest with Ghana football na. And I say no more try your luck be. And no more vary no ma. Emma kosi say and say no more say pathway fast so there entimi amboa enti ensamba na. And no one should get me wrong say I'm against someone and I say maybe I'm fighting against you individual pointing and I be you against you there be. I'm just talking from the point say Ghana football ye enti omanka so manum sem na omaka no. This is the time you be san call yenso adwuma ebetimi asan ibi ni se be akọ fish out someone na mo kan say you na se mo ya wo kan na etisese nti enu mu bi na mesian yi wa ha de ono akasa be kiro no end after ni je game you lose 2-1 say ni je fotimi fi omukro ma be che 2-1 no ensem na me kan e de ama wo or say this is the time they have to be honest and fix the problem. It is honest na no mo nye ne first no na etisen na achievement ne kra ne say obekọ World Cup na one ko AFCON na only say okọ World Cup na the biggest achievement for you and now men trust na men kind the kids eden semi no kreku e de baye no. The road to full recovery after normalization is definitely bumpy and rough, but our collective efforts and patience will win, and Ghana, our beloved country, will win. See, I don't know. Say fiti normalization on beje adwuma ne san ye no. Omo say aye sinusoida ebua so echi say ye kwosoro na san abesi form with Ghana football. And at the no omo ba ye and I'm sign and now say omo the right people to find solutions to Ghana football problems ada. On say encho bi wo obi chro a no atobo ase I know say omo the profa kese beba obi o kan a on the on ye you know but what to answer na won san so scrutinize no omo de abeto ho na utimi se mpanifo no eso omo tena si na Ghana football no mo se ye Ghana your football and talent ye wo football mo no one of the resources ye be bitimi dia building nation we wo hwe sika wo football mo assistance now wo wiase nyina na mpanifo we and players yi ko gi sika bi nya e dia be build o mabusuafo a se be nya do sika dro bi en ho a esen football assistance now so do the peak of football now which is sika obenya no enye sika ketwa. But this is the time I'm penny for insurance now say and build a football ni na economy ni so ntimi grow. This is the time you have to revitalize Ghana football to make it stronger and to the strongest point you be do baby no ye nyina ye betimi asan age businesses Ghana football enko ya businesses eba down ushia boat drivers Uber drivers obi anko baby anko chele eno afa wom ushia sports journalists obi anima yetebotebo onko Morocco ni bi obeden no atukwan a whole lot na ekoso amo paps omo waha endra kwa Accra Sports Stadium omo ton kebab omo nyobi kembe tobi first obi wa be kwa Accra Sports Stadium na nsu ke 10 cities eno abe kwa 5 cities na de jewo tini nyina ye nkomo bebre a itimi san ekoso ti ni nyina so ese itimi san ehwe owie ye eno say as a Black Stars fan and as a leader I share in your pain and in our pain. To pache say the FM no atete FM no omo so mo na emu bisa nti se ne yete ase o ye pain no omo so te ase pa ti kwan bia so no we will rise from this temporary setback it shall be war ti omo say ye be san so ye gina bio and there's a time omo abeka no ye nhwe se ne no mabeko so and case we take full responsibility as a leader ebe kire say ma faili mitimi pagana fo nyina chewo ekoso no ye be ni yi ama etimi asan yi mo nya rehiem bi e wo markets Edwin Simon Okreku ene me mpanifo a ma power me no me ne me ominions no anase entourage no ye be ni yi ama no matimi asan koso nti nkomo we yi a eye nkomo a ese etimi san edi now make us about say Edwin Simon Okreku your technical team no yen hwe changes one person your management no mo and to me no I'm just going to the point say your team manager feno Amini Shadow and debiano me can say your team managers e my Black Stars are as footballers ni bi e be Black Stars no obi dey say 7 appear yes we retire from football to where so be ejima no timi ye as a team manager omo consult wom omo ne mpanimfo no mabobbo ni bi awie no ending komo no mo be leaders of the team management Inyaki Williams eba Ghana ha obeto obi to say 7 appear obi da obi timi amane say Inyaki wo back camp one bentemo yen football ne eboni see time ne eti say you ansa na etimi survive obi to say semenyo na eti say you Thomas Partey bo ne de onye ndu ba bia yere ho yen ya gbatra ho wo bo Arsenal me mabo we say ni say mu betimi abobo ni ye o man football no say no bebo akọ wani mu no and obi abepo wazemu enye o club football. These are the people we need them. And I mean in shadow the entire America san say no kwatena happy 98.9 FM first and foremost or accept say omu nyina esu say enoma ankoyi but secondly no person kire say ye nya results ne but ye perform born the boy against Sudan ye boy e wo Ghana ha against Angola obi abe attest yes ye boy at the end no results no be appear in football. It's not the who show or the field of play so at the end no obobo ni ya as a transcended to the point say as we nya results at the qualify but among 4 countries na Ghana area I mean shadow come or the tuja anon person be accepted to the fact say Ghana yambo ya homodin nti yesi ekotena ase na ye rebuild no mayi ansa na obeto asan ka say na we ni nyina no komo a meant to me no I don't tolerate those things yenti na embraces ya.
So we all thought that we were moving away from the AFCON disaster now in Morocco and Abidjan. But the way and of course, we thought Chassis and Chassis in the World Cup qualifier. Cameroon and Ivory Coast, Cote d'Ivoire. But Chassis in the World Cup qualifiers, 1 away win, 1 home win. And we thought that Enyekwana with time will come good. But in 3 international breaks, complete disaster. There in the course between that first international break in the World Cup qualifiers and the next international break in AFCON, we never looked the same again. Team no Ejijasa.
Me can say team Ejija. No, me can say team Ejija. Let me explain.
Okay.
Resource NMI. Resource have not been forthcoming. But if you look at the performance of the team in most of the games, we performed better than the results that we got. If we are going to be honest and be factual to happenings. I mean, first game boy against Angola.
That's what I was supposed to do.
You were there. You saw the game. Did anything suggest to you say it was a lose game, Nana?
Yeah, if I no beat him in Chelsea, or see formula and I'm going to buy it. That's
why you say when you pipe down the emotions, now we'll come more deeper and look at that, analyze the games, just the games. If the performance of the team in the games that all the games that we played is anything to go by, I can say topic group now.
By performance.
By performance. And these are facts. Unless you want to be blind to the facts. Angola game neighbor Kumasino. 2 shots on target for Angola. Last minute, and on the share. We had. I'm coming. Someone started. I'm not saying we performed it all the games. I didn't say that. But most of the games are your boy. No, we share the happenings, the analysis of individual games. No, the aggregate effect is that we should have qualified. Then we went to Niger. I think for me, that was probably the worst performance in the series.
Yeah.
It was Fiancoso. And every
to make it worse,
exactly, every one of us knew it. It's awoken us for the next window against Sudan. Now, game no against Sudan Wakrano, you were there. So, baby.
Yeah.
Did anything suggest that we should have lost that game? In fact,
We drew that game.
If you look at even the statistics, no, we should have scored not less than 3 goals. And it's clear the ball just didn't enter the net.
Yeah.
Then we went to Libya. I think Libya game also, I'll rank it as the second worst performance of the team. But I think that in that game, in the first half, no, we scored a perfect goal. Ubekaya. How the goal was disallowed, only God knows. Nobody's talking about it. But I understand. Normal. So results down quite. They don't look at hoping near that job. No. I've been in that situation before. Because so they all kind of there. But at the end of the instance, in the position that I am, I have to isolate the emotions from the facts. And then we lost that game. Then we went to Angola. Even with all the issues we had in terms of player withdrawals, injuries in the area, on a normal day, a 1-1 result in Luanda against this Angola side, any bad results at all. But because of positional woman thing, I mean, yes.
So we needed that
exactly. And then once that result didn't go down, I said there be a time that Ukasesani called semi-final. Your semi-final you lose the motivation to even play the final game. Where there's nothing at stake, it becomes even more difficult. And it was even more complicated. Say even the top quality in Iwomuka also suffered some setbacks. Jordan had a situation. Fatawa had a situation. Gideon Mensah. Say ni ankle and ni knee. And then Fatah also ni. They are doing further tests. Omoko back. Gideon always has a problem. You're managing on so call back. They are doing further tests. So it further depleted the side, and you saw the late collapse by. So preparations even for this game, the motivation was already low and it became even more difficult. And I've come to one conclusion. This is not scientific, but an observation. Anytime the masses, the emotions of the masses are detached from the team itself, yes.
Yes. Because of Endra.
Yes.
Virtually empty.
Yes.
It felt like we're watching Ghana play.
It's normal. For that one, it's very normal. Especially in our foreign culture here in Ghana. It's very normal. It's very normal. So I didn't look at but
you to stadium more. Boy passes now.
That's what I'm saying.
I'm out for
This is normal. Say results number. Imagine say if we're still in it, do you think it would have been the same situation? And yes, you understand? So yes, the aggregate effect of the American, I say, if games not called the way it's supposed to go, per the performance of the team, even in the games that we lost, we didn't do well. We should have amassed enough points to have qualified to the tournament. And this is a verifiable fact, unless you don't want to be honest with people. But I understand results in Korea. You have to put all this to I'm talking about this because of the position I am in leadership. When you're going to make critical decisions, you have to look at all the indices, not only the results. And coaches will always tell you they are responsible for the performance,
not the results.
Not the results, and it's true.
But it's not been the point that one offer. We may then say, we can pardon the coach, we can pardon the team, we can pardon the FA, but me do football, me practice journalism. I've not seen the Black Stars play in the qualifier. We failed to win a single game. So we cannot overlook. He said, coach, cannot be blamed. In fact, some of his decisions have contributed to the team.
No, I've not said the coach cannot be blamed. Of course, when you go into Namameka say when the team, when you ask the question why, and some of us, and I say collectively, and individually, could affect these things.
Yeah.
And the coach himself knows where he's falling short. Some of the decisions made, he knows it. It's up to him to go and defend all those decisions. But he knows. He knows. I think his biggest problem is how to convey his remorse properly in the heat of events. I think that's his major problem. But Andra,
yesterday was telling him.
yeah, Andra, when he came back, I sat with him for like an hour. You could see how he's hurting. You could see clearly. But of course, that's the nature of the job.
I'm just a very critical question about that. For instance, naming a captain for the senior national team, the Blasters, even for a game.
Yeah.
That the coach discussed that with the technical team and also the management committee and the FA that in this game, based on the unavailability of maybe Captain A, I'm going to name this player as captain. And I said more the structure of the captaincy and about okay. What is the current situation with the captaincy? Because in 3 international breaks, you've had 3 different players captain the national team. What is the current situation?
The current situation is that there's a hierarchy.
Okay.
There's hierarchy, and the coach announced the hierarchy. Or say Jordan Ayew, Jiku, and then Kudus. That's the current situation.
So hold on.
That's what the coach announced.
Hold on. I'm asking this question, and it's important you give us this. Because in that October international, I was at the press conference at the Command Sports Stadium. Okacha said Partey nebe captain.
Yes, because Partey was present. Yes.
And Partey in the old order was deputy.
Yes.
And the anyhow.
Yes.
And what take you over.
Yes.
Then the following international break, Partey wasn't available.
Exactly.
Nobody knew who his deputies were.
Yes.
And one announced Kudus as his captain.
Yes. He said Kudus will captain for the game. Yes.
For captain for the game.
Yes. Yes.
Then we were told that even deputies, Juku, Eka deputies,
yeah.
But that day Juku was on the field of play, but he didn't captain.
Okay.
We didn't know why Juku didn't captain.
This is for the coach to come and explain. I have an idea of what went on, but of course, maybe I'm not able to
tell us the details.
But what I'll say generally is that situations and affected Nyama Bibre. Certain situations affected a lot of things in that particular camp. And it also translated in the decisions that were made.
Okay.
It might be good, it might be bad. I don't think it is proper for me to come and pass a verdict on that on air, especially when I have the opportunity to say it to the coach where it matters most. I mean, that's my policy. The only way I come in public to criticize is if I don't have the opportunity to say it to you. But once I have the opportunity to say it to you, no, I will never do that. So all I will say is that situations in that camp and influence a lot of the decisions that were made. But it's for the coach to explain. And this last camp, based on the players who are available, he mentioned the hierarchy as it is. And that's what will be some question. What is the situation now? The situation is that Jordan
is the captain,
Jiku, Kudus.
So if Partey comes back, what happens?
Then he has to announce going forward what it is.
So there's no clarity in that department?
No, I don't think there's any ambiguity. Because if Partey is around,
available,
he is the captain.
Okay.
Jordan, you asked me what's the situation.
Okay, now I wasn't going forward.
No, going forward, it depends on for instance, if the next camp, if this coach or these same people are in charge, myself inclusive are in charge, say Didi Amba, say Partey Amba, say Jiku Amba, say Kudus Amba, will you expect him to name the same hierarchy? Of course. You asked me a specific question. What's the situation now? And the situation, as the coach announced, was this structure. So based on the next camp, if, for instance, Dede Bar, we all know he's the captain.
Do you know why I'm asking this question? Because I have been to Utah press conference now.
Okay.
Every time, it has to take journalists to ask him. They no announce it, right? It is happening so because we are not clear in our minds.
Okay.
For instance, Kessie Tindiano, we know Dede was the captain. Deputy was Richard Ofori. Partey was the deputy captain. So we knew the order. And if Dede is not on the field of play, we know that Partey will captain, Ofori will captain. But in this one, we don't know.
No, but I think
so it takes us to always ask him.
I think what he has even done is to extend the line.
Yes, so I Kessie.
Yes.
It is bigger.
So, for instance, if all these players were Bobudi, Richard Ofori inclusive, are in camp, we know what the structure is.
Yes.
No, Dede, Partey, Richard Ofori, Jordan, Jiku, Kudus.
Okay. Do you know why I'm insisting on you?
Okay.
If you scan social media and the Ghanaian press, Yanos Kudus, a lot of people were shocked, including myself at the press conference.
Yes.
Why?
That's why I said.
Didn't know the order.
Yes, I agree. That's why I said that in that particular situation, certain happenings
it can
and
change the order,
situations influence decisions.
Okay.
But then it is clear, we all know this. And for instance, I mean, make an example, say, if all these players are in camp at a particular point in time, the order is clear. If the day is in camp, the day is the captain. Then Pate, then Richard Ofori, then Jordan Ayew, then Jiku, then Kudus.
Okay.
It has so happened, say, some of these players have not been in camp
Consistently.
Yes.
Okay.
And in one particular instances, and like I said, situations within camp and certain instances influence decisions. But it's for him
Okay.
to explain.
You are very close to the coach.
Yeah.
He laid down the marker when Partey didn't come.
Which is
That he's dealing with performance commitment, and I think there was a third one, indiscipline. Now Partey wanted to come, that is one. We've seen other withdrawals as well, because Partey didn't or fit in one man. We were told that he wasn't fit.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
But the coach created the impression, say, I said, now obetimi about one man, by refusing him the opportunity to come for the next international break.
Yeah.
Is he going to stick by the same standards and principles? And I said he will deviate from that because he's seen that it is not as straightforward as he thinks it is.
First and foremost, you don't use one broom to brush everything.
Sure.
And secondly, the coach had discussions with Partey.
Yeah.
I'm not privy to the discussions also. And you see, that's one critical aspect of the whole conversation that is missing. We don't know what transpired between the two of them. That
The private conversation.
And the coach said it in the press conference. He doesn't like bringing things. If he was able to shed more light on that conversation,
It's a fair point.
and I wasn't there.
It's a fair point to me.
You see, and that's very, very critical. I might not also know the kind of discussion I want here with other players and pulling out. But some of them, in fact, all of them, as far as I know, were genuine. All of them. Genuine concerns, medical concerns.
Personal.
But he further to that, on your discussions with all of them or more from one way or the other. And based on the discussion that I'm very, very sure, based on the discussions on and influencing the decisions. Unfortunately, I wasn't there. So it will be very difficult for me to speak authoritatively on it.
Is there, can we, of course, from a journalist, and you've done this job, there are situations that you can then draw links.
Yeah.
You may not have conclusive evidence, but if you are smart enough and know the team nature, you can actually follow a particular trend and come to a reasonable conclusion. Pencil any Utuado, on relationship, can it ever get better?
Now you see, this is where you got it very, very wrong.
Okay.
And even
It's way any kuma eboba about the Black Stars as auto was na teni nyina so ye nyina betimi apagya du mpempen so esefata. This is the time I have to come together and make ideas and we should solicit for ideas at the end. No, it be prove say we are the best on the continent because Ghana as the powerhouse nation of a football Africa na chese yanko yenima Eden pa make wie kra no updates we no Minfenko wie AFCON na nyame atoma July next year ebeba so the Black Queens omajomo tickets omo ekobi nyame atoma Friday 22nd of November Mohammed the 4th Arena anase center Morocco mpenefo kwatenase asan apao achichim asan hwe sene no mabekosi with obia group obewum and the Black Queens be hu se countries wom say Senegal, Algeria, Mali, Nigeria, South Africa, DR Congo, Tunisia, no country band beats me assign Eshiano, Morocco 2025 AFCON Nimuti. Yebeshe 7 p.m. Friday, Ghana time, 7 p.m. Debeko Subiano, Yade Honkomo, Ebebro, Ewa Efidikasi so. Mediwesi waha, Kwame Sidu etamechi, Dominic Edizani Tamdosno, Emepemono, Yebesign Edin Komobio. Bye bye.